Hello and welcome to the Kate Gourmet. My name is Jeremy and today we'll be making Japanese-style fried oysters, also known as Kaki Furai. I'll show you how. Let's get started. So if you were to travel to Hiroshima, there are two specialty items that you must eat. The first would be okonomiyaki, which is of course delicious. The second would be oysters. Hiroshima is full of oysters. You can get them raw, you can get them steamed, you can get them grilled with a little butter, but best of all, you can get them fried. So especially if you were to travel to Miyajima, which is the island where you see the famous floating shrine, there they have a set lunch of Kaki Furai, and this is the dish that I will show you how to make today. Before we get started, please give this video a like and subscribe for more Japanese comfort food recipes and small kitchen techniques just like this. I really appreciate the support. Let's get started by making the tartar sauce. The Japanese style of tartar sauce is a little different from maybe the traditional British tartar sauce. In the British version of tartar sauce, it's usually made with capers and gherkins, which give it a really nice and unique briny taste to it. But Japanese tartar sauce is actually made with chopped egg and chopped onions. Tartar sauce is fairly common in Japan, eaten with fried dishes like this, so I'll show you the Japanese version of it. Let's start by making a hard-boiled egg. You could boil it, but I like to steam eggs in the shell for about 7 to 8 minutes to get a perfect yolk and consistency. Set it aside and let it cool as we prepare the onion. Chop about 1/4 of an onion very finely. To reduce the harshness of raw onion, we will let this soak in cold water for about 10 minutes. Let's chop the parsley, peel the hard-boiled egg, and chop finely. You can do this easily with an egg slicer. Place the peeled egg in a slicer, slice, open carefully, rotate 90 degrees, and slice again. Carefully turn the pieces up and slice again from the top. There, perfectly chopped eggs. You could also do this with a knife if you like. Combine about 5 to 6 tablespoons of mayo. Wait, you know what? Tartar sauce would be much better with freshly made mayo. You could do this in a small food processor, but I'm going to use a hand blender here. Add in an egg, some Dijon mustard, and a little lemon juice and salt. Give that a little blitz and slowly add in a neutral oil. Keep adding oil until it incorporates and becomes the thickness that you like. There, freshly made mayo. It's better than any mayo you could get in a jar. In fact, you could grab a spoon and forget about the oysters and end the recipe here. I'm kidding, of course. So with our freshly made mayo, let's combine 5 to 6 tablespoons. Add the chopped egg, parsley, onions, and a little vinegar. Add some salt and pepper and give it a mix. Set this aside for later. We'll also shred some cabbage and submerge this in water for later. This process is the same as the shogayaki, karaage, and tonkatsu videos. Okay, let's get to the oysters. First, we will give them a quick bath in water and salt. Dry them off with some paper towels as we make our batter. In a large bowl, combine 3 tablespoons of flour with about 1/4 cup of water and 1 beaten egg. Give that a good mix so it's smooth. That looks good. And there's our batter. Let's get ready to fry. Take out the largest pot you have. Add your oil. So we're using about 1 liter of neutral oil here. You can reuse this. I know it looks like a lot of oil, but you can use it for about 5 to 6 times or 2 to 3 months. Just make sure you check it for the color and the smell. Frying oil is actually better the 2nd or 3rd time rather than just fresh. We'll heat our oil to 170 degrees Celsius or 340 degrees Fahrenheit. While our oil is heating, let's get our breading station ready. So with our clean oysters, I'm going to just lightly dust them with flour. So lightly dust the oysters. Flour first. Okay, so we have our breading station ready. We have our oysters that have been dredged in flour, our batter, and then the last step before the oil is a little panko. So take an oyster, put it in some batter, and dredge it in breadcrumbs. Continue the process. Our oysters are breaded, ready to go in the oil. Let's check the temperature. 170 on the dot. But it's okay, we can let this go over just a little bit because the temperature of the oil will go down a few degrees once we put the food in. Take a few oysters, carefully place the breaded oysters in the oil and fry for about 2 minutes. Make sure to spread them out so they don't stick together and continue frying just like this in batches. Okay, these right here are looking perfect, so we'll take these out and set them on our rack. Now that we're done frying, turn off your oil and let it cool. Okay, there are our fried oysters. Let's plate. Okay, so with a plate, make a little bed of cabbage. And place your oysters on one side of the plate. Okay, then a little dollop of our tartar sauce. And lemon wedges. And there we have it, fried oysters with a homemade tartar sauce. Let's give it a taste. Dip it in a little of the tartar sauce. Fried oysters are so good. Tartar sauce is really nice too. If you'd like to try a Japanese version of a fried oyster dish, try this out and let me know how it is in the comments below. So there they are, fried oysters, or Kaki Furai. If you don't like oysters, you can use the same batter method with a different fish, and the tartar sauce will still go really nice on it. If you fry up some oysters, tag me on Instagram, I'd love to see what you've come up with. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and subscribe for more easy comfort food recipes and small kitchen techniques just like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.